Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Troublemaker, and due to the recent changes of Account Conan, many of you are probably wondering, how do you delete your character? Because as you can see, there's no delete character button anywhere on the screen. Anywhere. So, the bottom left corner, there's a tiny, tiny, tiny button. It's a skull, but it doesn't appear to be a button because when you hover over it, there's no effects or anything. But if you click on this little tiny skull, you get this: enter your login password to verify that you wish to delete your character. So we'll type in our password. Hopefully none of you people can decrypt this. And boom! There it's gone. Now we can create our new character. Yay! Well, there seems to be absolutely no shortage of controversy ever with Funcom. Most recently, Funcom announced that they were going to adopt basically a Tera style of free-to-play in which they give you a very large portion size, and what they offer you in exchange is a forcefulness to purchase expansions. And so right at the loading screen, the character creation screen, you can note that you can't use every single class, but you can use all of them but the 3 that require the expansion. That's a fairly large size of classes compared to the original 2 or 3 that they originally offered. And they've also unlocked dungeons up to level 80, and including many at level 80. And they call them what do they call them? Oh, they're just the old dungeons though. And basically this is a really smart move because those were things that people didn't do. They did not do them, and the reason why they didn't do them is because previously it required a dungeon pass, which cost money, and people didn't want to pay for it because the majority of people who are leveling are free to play. You generally don't spend money until you hit level cap. And so Funcom put out this new portion size similar to what Tera is doing, in which they hope that people will play their game at low levels, and then when they get to higher levels, they will magically start playing the game. That's kind of the hope. They'll start buying expansion packs and whatnot. And the Age of Conan community is quite small. It's like they have 50,000 level 80 players, give or take. That's pretty tiny for a free-to-play title. And I say this as controversy because you might remember about almost a year ago, Funcom announced the release of the lifetime subscription for the Secret World, and I immediately jumped on this. I said, this is a scam. I said, this is an absolute scam, because no person's going to get a lifetime of subscription from this game. Looking back at it, people didn't even get a year out of it, and a lot of the negativity around it was people who were purchasing lifetime subscriptions for games like Lord of the Rings Online, which also went free to play. Also, what else was there? Star Trek Online. That was a big bad one. And a year later, as it turned out, the Secret World went free to play after 6 months. Its price dropped 4 times between then and there, and it went completely free to play with no restrictions. And basically that was actually worse for lifetime subscribers because they couldn't even get their value in currency in the game, and it was terrible. And so Funcom's kind of in a desperate situation right now to make cash, and it looks like they're trying to adopt this new approach to try and lure more people to this game, and in hopes that it really will pay off. And it's hard to say whether it will. The free-to-play market right now is very, very crowded. Tera obviously coming next month with their basically the whole game's free by the expansions type business model. Dragon Nest has arrived and it's doing very well. Perfect World International always has great MMOs like Forsaken World. They're always doing very well. There's DC Universe Online, which is completely free, jamming up the action market. And there's just too many to list off. There's a lot of free-to-play MMOs right now. And so for Funcom to really get people into this game, the Age of Conan, they would need to do something fantastic with it. And one thing they did do a long time ago, though, was update the graphics using a new engine. I will say this without a doubt: it currently has the best graphics of any MMO out there. It sounds terrible to say because it looks kind of cheap, but these are realistic graphics. Every other MMO out there uses cartoony graphics, and you know, just looking at the backgrounds, the settings, it's very, very good. What are my plans? I basically intend to jump back in the game. I'm not sure whether or not I will jump on a new character, this bear shaman, or whether I will be playing my old character. I played a bear shaman originally in the game, so that wasn't a big deal. But I do have a fairly high level character already. Not a necromancer. What is he? Pyro or something. So yeah, that's really news for me. And my little spiel on pretty much why this kind of sucks. I mean, this is a kind of something that should be done a long time ago, and it wasn't. So thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and if you really like what I'm doing, definitely subscribe, because I have tons of great content on the channel. Thank you guys for watching. My apologies, these all natural peppermints are definitely not doing it. And so, like I said, this is kind of an awkward situation for Vasily Krysov, because he's hoping to use these pick things off, but there are in fact two chaparrals here. Or as I pronounce in the French, chaparral. And there's